Patcher! Welcome. Another week. We have a patcher. I have a patcher. Well, sort of. It almost works some of the time, mostly. But getting to it. Gonna working with the developer of the asset to get it fixed. But it is a patcher, and right now it is patching, doing a full download of the code. So the code is 2 gig, and the patches are generally 20 to 30 meg. But for purposes of this, I figured I would I would just let you see it. But I'm going to drone on for a little bit. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to talk about since I have a little time here. Notice I'm storing the artifacts in Google Drive, and other people get some interesting... Oh, I skipped ahead there a little bit. Other people get some interesting bandwidth throughput with Google Drive. I don't. You saw it, 1.8 megasecond. Regardless. Here's what I'm going to talk about today. Number one, talking about it right now. Patcher, launcher. Got a patcher? Awesome. Patcher. Got it. Take it off the list. I fixed some things this week. The jumbled main menu categories has been a bug around for a while. I fixed that. The terrain has been micro-splatted. If you don't know what that means, stay tuned. We have progress loader bars. Yes, progress loader bars. When it's just sitting there and you're going, what's going on? It's going to tell you what's going on. Lots of tweaks to the character controller. I've made it a little bit more fluid movement, and it's still just not where I want. Essentially because I don't like this character controller. Yeah, I got nothing. Didn't have the time or ambition to write my own, so yeah, I got a free one off the asset store, and yeah, it's what you get for free. So there we are. I'm going to talk about some interactive object changes, the mining beacon changes, which not to be over and over again, but they changed again this week. This is last week's, remember. Pillars and stairs, got a lot of updates there. New resources, new resource models. I'm going to show you all that. And then some changes to the mining bases. Bases, platforms, whatever you want to call them. I call them bases because that's what they were. But really, they're just mining platforms. All that stuff, 10 items. Well, 9 items because we've already talked about the patcher. Right? We're watching the patcher right now. All right, so I'm going to take that off the list. The patcher's off the list. Great, only 9 more things to talk about. My list is falling. Hold 1 second, technical difficulties. No, it's okay. We got plenty of time left on the patcher. If you want to skip past all this stuff, I think the in-game stuff starts around 9:30. So 9:30, 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So yeah, if you don't want to hear me talk and ramble for a little bit, well, I tell you some of the things that happened this week. So this week has been a phenomenal week. I mean, we've moved from a 0.2 to a 0.3 release, 0.2 to 0.3, and that's because we have another table on the leg. Another leg on the table. Can I say that right? No, we have another leg on the table. So the first leg was first leg was just because you always start with .1. Who starts with .0? .2 was when I got the ability to mine materials, or at least drop something that would mine materials, the platforms, the mining bases. 03 is now we can take those materials and put them up in the ship and kind of hoard them in storage. Yeah, I know it sounds like, well, what is a big deal there? But there's a lot. It took a lot. It took a lot of work to get things off the planet into storage on the ship. And I see we're getting some movement into Patcher. Getting some movement. This might be, have I run my mouth for that long already? I think it was, if I was more of an OBS person, I would have figured out how to speed this up like they do in all those videos when you're waiting on things, but I just figured I could just run my mouth for some time and it would be fine. So this is a patch here, 15 meg patch. Now it's applying the patch to the binaries. And once it's done with that, we're gonna be at the main menu where I think I don't do anything for another 4 minutes. So I'm running out of things to do. Let me see. Yeah, anyway, so this week has just been a phenomenal week. I've gotten so much done. And I'm taking a holiday tomorrow. Tomorrow is Labor Day, and I am taking a holiday. I'm not going to code. I think I've been coding for since May 21st, however many days that is. Every day I've put at least 4 hours in, and probably the 90th percentile is probably 8 hours. So I probably put at least 80 hours in every day, with the exception of, I think, 3 or 4 days. Do we finish patching? Finish patching. We're loading. So yeah, big week, lots of stuff. You'll get it next week. You'll see it next week. There is now a changelog screen. Comes up and tells you all the changes that have been made, based directly off the git commits, so it's going to be right there in your face. And yeah, not safe for work probably, because occasionally I make some git comments that aren't safe for work, whatever that means anymore. Since we have another 3 or so minutes, why don't we talk about this? If any of you, well, let's be clear, if anyone's listening and wants to help bug test this quote-unquote game, I will allow you just to hit me up with a PM or comment on the YouTube, and we'll figure out a way to get you access to the code base, to the game. Again, quoted game, because it's really sort of there's not much to it at the moment, but I'm working on it. I'm getting there. Yeah, so yeah, lots of work, lots of stuff this week. It's just been such a just crazy week, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys next week what I did this week. But this is last week, so I'm going to show you what I did last week. Not all of it is irrelevant. Yeah, some of it is. Not all of it. All right, we're gonna go through this as soon as I think I just went AFK here. I was patching and recording, and I finished patching before I came back. So we'll just talk a little bit longer. Like I said, if you want to skip ahead to the meat of the video, that's about 9:30. About 9 minutes in, 30 seconds. I think I actually come back, because at this point I'm not here, so I'm paying penance for not being here originally. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, no, this week has been fantastic. I really need a day off. It's been crunchy crunch between the day job and this. I have burned the oil at both ends, and a little bit crusty. So actually, I just want to get through this pretty quick, and I'm paying penance. So here we are. So, yeah, next week, storage. Got storage. Can actually take things off the planet, take them up to the ship, hoard them away. Just hoard them away. We've got what else do we have? We have the patch, the changelog screen now, so you can see what's been happening. And we've got a lot of cosmetic stuff. A lot of things have changed. I'll probably hit on those as we run through this last week's video. It's archaic, ancient version of the game last week. We're gonna figure it out. All right. Wow, I was really doing. I don't know what I was doing here. I suspect I know what I was doing here, but there we go. Bam. All right, there's your loader. Look, see, we got a loader now. We got a little progress loader as it's loading, telling you what's going on. That has improved since last week. Hello, microsplat, terrain. terrain. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful. Beautiful. This is pretty much the default. I haven't tweaked much. I put a little, this is a Martian planet, so there's no atmosphere, so these little sand things shouldn't be flowing, I don't think, unless they get hit by other things. But yeah, so I've got a little dust cover, like just kind of moving across the landscape terrain. Yeah, it's turned out really good. This asset is absolutely incredible. And I found out I was doing some stuff wrong this week, so it looks even better than it looked here when you're seeing right now. Yeah, no, it's a great thing. The way I designed the way I had the terrain being generated, this worked out really well. I think the only thing I really want to do with this is smooth it out. It's very jagged, so I think at some point I'm going to work on making it a lot smoother. So the character controller has, it's a little bit more fluid now. I tried to tweak some things. Again, I'm not a big fan of this particular character controller, and you get what you pay for. But I'm getting it to where it's, you can overlook it a little bit, maybe. So anyway, yeah, the terrain is absolutely fantastic. I love what this microsplat asset, what the author has done here, with giving me the tool to do this. It's made it, just kind of looks cool. Kind of looks nice. And this is just one particular terrain. You notice now we're loading. We got another progress bar because we're going to the ship. Sort of that next week, everything gets loaded up front. There's no more I'm on the planet, then I have to. The first time you go to the planet, you load. The first time you go to the ship, you load. But no more. After this week, it'll all just happen when you load the game. So everything becomes fluid. So yeah, I had some major frames per second issues up here on the ship. And while I have not completely found the root cause, I have identified that it has something to do with the planetary sphere off the side of the ship. So for the time being, I have just kind of disabled that until I can figure out a better way to visualize the planet's surface on that sphere. It's difficult because it's a terrain, and it's hard to wrap a terrain around a sphere, and I use some Stack Overflow help, and I'm not sure what it does. So yeah, I have to roll up my sleeves and get in there and figure out how to make it optimized. So we're watching the surveyor go to the planet, and I'm trying to remember all the things that okay, so jumbled main menus, you saw they weren't there. The terrain, that's good. You got the progress loader bars. The character controller is looking better. I think we had the interactive objects, so you notice there's no little radial thing anymore. You click it, it works. So I got rid of that whole mechanic because it really was annoying. I mean, when I'm debugging code, having to wait for that radial to, it was just, get rid of it. I don't know if there was a good reason to have it other than I thought it was going to be cool, and it turned out to be cool. So okay, so interactive objects, we talked about that. We've got mining beacons, I think is what's coming up here. First of all, we now have a toggle. So when you toggle your mining beacon on, you don't just drop them anywhere. If you're not in range, or your mouse cursor is not located on top of a resource, it shows a red beacon. Red rays coming off the top of the beacon, the icon. If it's green, that means you can place a beacon. So kind of fixed that, so it's with the, oh man, things have changed so much. Yeah. Let me write this down and talk about this. Yeah, the mining the mining base is definitely, the mining platform has definitely changed significantly since last week. Yeah, I'm doing some cool stuff with that, but regardless. So yeah, here we have we're connected. Well, we should be connected to our mining drones. This all is lit up this week. I thought it was lit up last week, but I guess I was just showing that this is coming. So it came, and you can see it next week during the devlog. Or again, if you want to hit me up on YouTube, I'll just let me know, and I'll do what I can to get you access to the game. Yep. I have a, oh man, yeah, the stairs have changed. I finally got irritated with the stairs. They're gone. They're not a thing anymore. But I have a contingent of friends and family, and I use those terms lightly, who don't seem to be bothered. Who can't seem to be bothered to download the game, to test it out, to give me bug hits. So, yeah, I find most of the problems myself. Like, when was the last time you downloaded it? Oh, yeah. You have a patcher now? Yeah, I've had a patcher for a week and a half, 2 weeks. Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah. I think I picked the wrong bug testers. Need people who just want to find bugs. So, yeah. Mining beacon. So, I talked about that. Pillars. I talked about the pillars and the stairs, but they that whole platform, that whole base platform, got a revamp this week, and I'm sorted with it now. I've moved on from the platform. I finally gotten. There's the oil node is coming along. It's not perfect, but it's coming along. It's starting to shape up. I just don't know what shape it's going to take eventually. It's getting there, though. It's getting there. So all of these nodes, all of the oil nodes on the surface share a kind of a queue. So any events that occur happen, depending on if they have a time slice or not. They may or may not ripple, at that time. Anyway, yeah, this gets so much better next week. I was not happy with this particular construction, so, and the stairs. I hated the stairs, and I hated the pillars, and yeah, we fixed it all. That's one thing when I said I wasn't microsplatting things rightly. I was not blending any of the platform with the terrain, so yeah, that's fixed, and you can actually see, like, if the pillars are down inside it blends the terrain around it. It looks really, really good. So, yeah. No, that's my carbon node. Yeah. What can I say? Things look better next week. Always. Right? I could sit here and go, oh man, this build right here, this was the best. I don't know what I did all week. Oh, I got to revert all my code. No, that would never happen. That would never happen. Yeah, so again, the terrain is looking pretty good. Like I said, I'd love to smooth it out. I need to get rid of all these jagged peaks, but yeah, function before form. That's my deal. So one individual who is helping me with some testing every week or so said, man, I need a jetpack. Give me a jetpack. I'll play this game all the time. I'm like, what do you need a jetpack? It's too hard to run around the terrain. I need a jetpack. Okay, fine. I'll put it on the list. We're at 0.3 now. Maybe by 0.8 or 0.9 you can have a jetpack. So, and that was that. So, but yeah, jetpacks will come. You may have to build them. But they will come. This is the new iron ore model. Actually, it's the same iron ore model. It's just I fixed the shader. The shader was not working properly on it, so it looks a lot better, I think. It looks like something you want to mine. I need to mine that. That is cool looking. I need some of that. Right? No? I don't know. Maybe. New resources. So yeah, we're just kind of rolling through here. I don't think there was too much more to this video. Oh, maybe, except I was looking for a diamond. I remember that. I was looking for a diamond. So I changed the diamonds again. Remember last week I talked about how that yellow thing was just not setting well with me. I changed the diamond. And you'll be pleased to know I haven't changed any of the resources this week. So these resources are, like them or hate them, they're not changing this week. Yeah, I think I ran around after this stupid survey drone for a while, seeing if he would open up a diamond for me. Again, if you don't recall, the survey drone just kind of does a catacomb or cross sections around the terrain and finds, well, it's all probability based. Basically, it samples in a given section. It samples all the colors in that section. Well, first, slow down. First, when the terrain is loaded, it finds the average color of all the terrain. So the average, it's the brown terrain. So it finds the average color, and then it uses that, and then in a section, 20 by 20 grid, in each section of the 20 by 20 grid, it determines if there's any deviant colors from the normal or from the average color of the terrain. If there is, then it tries to match that color to the resources. So each resource that is available to drop on the planet has a color that I've assigned, generally based on its color, but sometimes I tweak it a little bit. But if there is a deviation in that chunk that matches within a certain range of the color of the object, then it attempts to spawn that there based on a few checks. So there's a probability check. So how likely is this material to be on the planet? So that gives me the ability to dial things in, right? So like later when you get to some of the more exotic planets, maybe there's more exotic things, and maybe their probability, if the color matches, is higher, right? Here, like diamonds, I believe diamonds, even if the color happens to check out, a diamond still only has a 10 or 15% chance of being showing up in the survey, being part of the planet survey. So, but yeah, things like the iron here, the carbons here, the oils here, they are really high percentage chance. So and that gives me the ability to tweak them. If somebody says, "Hey, there's not enough," this is a Martian planet, I'd expect more of these. Like, okay, well, maybe I have it. Maybe I have the probability too low. So, and that's great for because essentially I don't have to worry about cherry placing resources. The terrains procedurally do their own thing. They just, if the colors are right and the probability is right, you're going to see the resource. So, and it gives a little bit of dynamic nature to the terrain, right? So even though you're on the same terrain of the planet, you may not have the same resources in the exact same locations. And I do randomize. Well, that was another thing that I changed this week. It used to be that, or last week, it used to be that the terrains would, the resources would spawn exactly where the survey node was. Now it has a little randomness, so it puts it at some distance away from that, in all three relatives, X, Y, Z. And then that's what's going on here. So I think we chased this for a while, and I think we're still trying to chase it. Man, this is a long video. And I apologize. I've been running my mouth for almost 30 minutes now. But I think at this point I was close to giving up on the diamond, and I think we do find one if we just hold out for a few more seconds. I'm just checking my board to make sure I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. So mining base changes, pillars and stairs, the mining beacon, all that gets some stuff this week next devlog, because I had some issues that I just wanted to fix, and so, yeah, it's a moving target. You know, I give you what I got for the week, and then come Monday, I got everything and start all over again. Well, got certain parts. Oh, there's a diamond. I saw one. Did you see it? I saw it. I'm running off in the wrong direction. There was one back there. I must not have saw it. Oh, no, we're gonna run this way. I like this. Resources now have the ability to be like submerged, which is an interesting thing. So yeah, you can see them there. And again, next week when I learned how to do the thing with microsplat, these actually start to blend with the terrain really well. I mean, you get like some. It's not perfect yet because I still don't fully grasp the power of the tool, but it's getting better. And I think eventually it's going to be pretty amazing. Probably about the time I get this terrain rounded, or just kind of it's just a little too jagged. I mean, I like the heights. I like the valleys and all that. It looks good, but I think it's just a little bit too jagged. Or I just need to figure out the silliness with this character controller, so it's not so bippity bop. I think I find what I'm going to run back over here. I think I'm going to see that diamond that I didn't see earlier, and the video could have been 3 minutes shorter, I guess. What an idiot. Yeah, so I think I was just enjoying. I got the terrain working earlier in the week, or the microsplat terrain. There we go. Now I see it. Yep, there we go. I see it. I got the terrain. So the terrain is new now. Now the terrain is like whatever. I've been seeing this for 2 weeks now. What is this? I need to do something else here. But next, not this video. All right, so I know all this build up about the diamond. It's probably it doesn't look like a diamond. Well, you're probably right. It probably does look like a diamond, but it's what I'm using for a diamond. So if you don't like it, I'd say buy another game, but you can't even buy this game, so whatever. What are you gonna do? Stop watching my videos? Sure. I don't think there's many people watching them anyway. Oh yeah. Anyway, so this is a volumetric crystals asset I bought off the store, and I just like the fact that it had the movement inside. If you watch, you can see the kind of. And this is just straight up prefab that came with it. So I popped it down and said, "You're diamonds now." But yeah, still needs work, and I haven't worked on that at all. So, but you can drop a miner on them, and you can build. Yep, yeah, I like that whole shadow effect when you're underneath the platform. Cool. Yeah, I got a lot of work to do on this. I did a lot of work. I'm looking at it going, man, I got a lot of work to do. Yeah, I did a lot of work on this already. So, yeah, these stairs are. Your days are numbered. I think this is getting towards the end. I found the diamond. I think I just probably get down here and do a cam up look and say, thanks for tuning in another week. Like, follow, subscribe. And, next week, like I said, we're going to a 0.3 release next week, and we have, as far as planet to storages goes, we're soup to nuts. And yeah, we're gonna get something done here eventually. Gonna get a game somewhere. Oh yeah, but no underpants. I find that all the time. No underpants on the models. I guess they're supposed to be sitting upright. Well, I didn't want to sit them upright. I want to rotate them all kinds of crazy directions, stick them anywhere I want. And got no underpants. That's it, I think. So I'm gonna run around for a little bit. Well, no, I think this is it. This is finally it. Time's come to say almost goodbye. Oh yeah, of course I'm gonna go over here and pose in front of the crystals. Why not? Look. Hi. These are my crystals. Thank you. See you next week. Maybe. Ish. Hey, don't stay tuned for the Gorse after. See you, bye.